Hi everybody, it's me. I'm back and not bad. Timing isn't bad. Let me just get on the right page to make sure I'm in the right place. Yes, it's me. Turn that down. So hi, how are you? How was your... Just wait for some people. How was your week? Everything? Everyone okay? Let's see. Everything's ready. Okay, so I've got some lovely things to show you today. I'm really excited. Hi Ken. Hi Ken. Hi Maria. Hi Chrissy. I just got your message, Chrissy. That was so funny. And I couldn't reply because I was trying to press this button, press that light, put my glasses on. So yes, I'm live now, Chrissy. And not bad for timing. So hi, good afternoon. I don't know where to look. I've got my face there, I've got comments there. So please ignore where I'm looking. I know I should be looking right there, but I just can't bring myself to do it sometimes. Hi Elaine. Hi, well, a week has passed. Can you believe it? Hi Kate. A week has passed since I was last here, and I don't know where that time has gone. I've been busy crafting, I've been playing with some new products, which is really exciting. I'm not showing you them, just to be mean. That's okay. Yeah, I've been playing with some new products, trying to get, hi Marion, hi. I can't see. I think I've got my glasses on. Yeah, I've been playing with some new products, trying to get ahead of myself so I can sort of relax over Christmas and New Year, trying to get out some tutorials and things and get everything scheduled. And but yeah, I've been enjoying playing with Valentine's product. What else? Well, I can't really tell you, it's a big secret. But the pre-order for all of that stuff for demonstrators is in 2 days, so I'm really excited because that means I can order some more. And for those of you that can't wait till January, you can actually join on the 5th and add new products into your starter kit, which is really exciting. That would be a really lovely Christmas present, a starter kit, wouldn't it? Just say, oh, this is from Santa. A Stampin Up starter kit. Not showing us is out. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. So if anybody would like any information on the new products that are coming, I can give you a sneak peek on the 5th of everything we can order, and you can place your starter kit order with new stuff. And yeah, let me know. I'm happy to tell you some more information. But yeah, so last week, if you were watching last week, we made these. We made these lovely treat holders, all sort of similar idea, but slightly different. This one was a little hanging with a little chocolate Freddo inside. The next one was this one, like a little pouch that stands up, and it's got some Milky Bar buttons inside. And I've got 2 packets left. I've got 2 packets left out of the multi-pack that you can buy. So I don't know how many were in the multi-pack, but I've only had 1 packet. The boys have had those. every evening, so they like me making treats like this because it means they get to have chocolate. Hi Diane, good afternoon. And then the last one was this one with the sort of magic slider with a Terry's chocolate orange chocolate bar. So yes, if you haven't seen that video, the video for that individual ones, like cut down so you don't hear me on the Facebook Live, they are coming out this week. So if you want a tutorial just on this one, that's out on Wednesday. This one's out on Friday, and then this one's out following Monday. But if you want to see them all, you can catch up on my live video on here or on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel subscribers, I'm over 600 now. I'm really chuffed. 600. I know it's not that big number that several other YouTubers around the world have got, but you know, I'm so pleased. I'm getting there. I'm getting up. I'm grateful for all of the subscribers, and you can't have a million without 600 to start off with, can you? So we'll get there. Today, if you checked out my website, this card has gone live. This is something I designed in September for my team craft day, and we made 2 of these and then another one with like an oval with a big amazing dashing deer on it. It's just up there, but I don't know if I can get there. So I made this with my boys. I have a video that went live this morning. What am I called on YouTube? Stamp with Sarah, I think. Thank you. This is flipped, I think, isn't it? Is it backwards? No? I thought it was backwards then. Yeah, I made this with Matthew and Adam on the video. So if you like listening to little children, they helped me on my video. So I'm waiting to see what the response to that is. I don't know whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I certainly enjoy crafting with them, and they enjoyed making one of these. I was going to show you the one we made together, but I don't know where I've tidied it to. I've had a tidy. Might be in this tray. No, I don't know. You were only doing it the other day, and I've tidied away, and then you forget where you tidy, don't you? That's the danger of tidying up. When you tidy, you don't know where anything is, I find. Well, for me personally, I don't know where anything is once I've tidied it and it's in its little house. And then if I had left it out, I could just put my hand to it. But there we go. So, quickly I'm going to recap on the prizes. A couple of weeks ago I had a prize, what was it, stamp set, Dandelion Wishes, and the winner of that, for sharing my live video, the winner for that one never came forward. The winner never claimed their prize. So I only have the prizes available to claim for 2 weeks, and if you haven't claimed in that time, then I'm really sorry that the prize just goes back in my prize pot for somebody else to win at another time. So that one is no more. I still have this one to be claimed. This is last week's prize. This was the Rich Razzleberry Dark and Light Blend pens, and the winner was Alison Monk. So I'm waiting for Alison to get in touch with me about those. She's got 1 more week, and then they'll go back in my prize pot. Hi Loon. I'm having trouble with this video on my iPad, so it seems to have trying to catch up. I hope it's working. Let's do this. Hang on, bear with me. So this week, sorry, that was the week before. It wasn't last week, that was the week before. So she's got 1 more week, and then this was this was the prize if you shared last week's video where I did these. And I've drawn the winner and I've left the name over there. Hold on. The winner of the Merry Merlot and Copper ribbon, the doilies, pearlized doilies, and then the dimensionals was Shona Thompson. So that's all for you, Shona. Congratulations. Thank you for sharing the video. If you can let me know that you are the winner, and I will obviously take your details and send it off to you. So well done, that's for you. The prize this week for sharing this video are these Stampin' Blends again, which are really, really popular. We have the Daffodil Delight, I'll just check, dark and light pens. So if you share the video, you'll go into the draw. Just let me know that you shared. You can add a comment on the bottom of the video or private message me. Just tell me that you shared. Okay. I'm just having a problem with this video. Right, it's back. It's fine, I can see myself. So that's it. I hope I've made that clear. That's this week's prize, which I'll draw the winner next week. This is the one from 2 weeks ago that's still to be claimed, and I know there'll be loads of you out there who'll be like, ah, claim that prize. I am. Claim the prize. Come on. And then this is the winner from last week, which is Shona Thompson. So please get into contact with me. Just going back to this card, this I just briefly mentioned, I made it with the boys. This is the card that's come out on the Global Design Project, which is global-design-project.com. And every week on a Monday we have a challenge, and this is the theme, a theme challenge, which is 'Tis the Season, so a Christmas theme. And then we'll have a Case the Designer, and then it's a colour challenge, and then it's a sketch. I think I can see, I'm just trying to look at my board. So we have a theme, a colour, a sketch, and a Case the Designer. So it rotates every week. There's a different theme, colour or sketch or Case the Designer. So this is the one for the theme. If you want to take part and you have a blog, I'm sure you've made some Christmas cards. All you need to do is take a really lovely photo, make a blog post, then go to the Global Design Project website, submit your card, and we can see all of the different cards that people have designed. And then every week we choose some winners. So that's really good. I'd really like you to take a look at it, take part with us. But yeah, it's really popular, and yeah, it's just a bit fun, isn't it? It's nice. And if you're struggling for inspiration, then that's definitely somewhere to go. You know, if you're stuck thinking about a sketch or a colour palette, or you can look back. We're up to 100. That's number 167. So there's 167 different ideas to get you going if you ever sort of stuck for an idea. So check that out, global-design-project.com. Okay, so that's my little introduction. I've got some wonderful cards for you today. I love them. I can't believe, it's going to sound really silly, I can't believe I've made these. So I'm hoping they're good, because I'm chuffed with them. So shall we get crafting? I hope you're sitting comfortably. As always, if you have any questions, just pop them on the page, on the comments there, and I will try and catch them as they go through, as they go up this little screen. Okay, right, let's get going. Okay, so this is a very brief showing of what we're going to be making. So I wanted to go back to the annual catalogue. We've had so many things from the autumn winter catalogue, and I miss my annual catalogue, and I wanted to use this amazing stamp set, which is the floral frames and the coordinating dies, which is the foliage framelit dies. So these two are, you can get them individually, separately, or you can buy them together, and when you buy them together they are in a bundle and you save 10%. So this is the clear mount version. We also do the wood version of this. So a clear mount is the one with the fine red rubber, and then you stick it onto a clear block. So we're going to just move my light over a little bit. So we're going to be playing with this. Now this isn't something you think is Christmas. It's an everyday, obviously, hello, sending love, wishing you the best. So it's not something that immediately you think, that's Christmas, but I've used it today, we're using it today for Christmas cards, as if you can't get enough of Christmas at the moment. The dies are beautiful. We have this amazing piece, which works on its own. It doesn't cut this piece, this big stamp. These work independently. We have this amazing shape, this lovely frame, which does cut out this. And then we have some leaves and flowers. So we have two identical leaves here, and these ones. And then these are to cut out the flowers. So I'm going to be playing with all of these dies and most of these stamps as well today. So for the colour palette, we've got quite a neutral palette today. Just white and crumb cake with bits of green, different greens, and a little bit of cherry cobbler. So the first card has a crumb cake base, and the second card has a Whisper White base, and this is a thick Whisper White. I love our thick Whisper White, it's just incredible. I literally get a whole pack of it, I chop it in half, and I score all of it, and then I've got it in my drawer, and I can just rummage through and take out the white cards. I love a white card base. And it goes really nicely with our Whisper White envelopes as well. So, card 1 and card 2 are going to be kind of positive and negatives of each other. You'll see what I mean. We'll want to have a layer on top. So we get a crumb cake layer there, and then a Whisper White layer on there. So if you want the measurements, this card is 10.5 by 14.8, and then the layer is just 5mm shorter. All right, so I'm going to glue. No, I won't glue those yet. So we want these pieces, and the frame we're using is this one. So I'm going to run these through the Big Shot separately. I'll do that one here. I'm going to use my magnetic platform to help me. If the camera wobbles, it's because I'm using the Big Shot machine. So we'll pop that on there, and that pretty center there. So this is the first one. Sorry for the wobbling. Okay. And then we have this one. I'm going to do this one a little bit differently. I'm going to do it down in this bottom corner. Okay, so that means what we do is we literally swap these two over. So this one will go in here and this one will go in here. Alright, so we're going to be stamping these shapes and we're going to use the Stamper Artist. And it's completely optional. You don't have to use the Stamper Artist, but if you're doing lots of cards like this or with this technique, then it's useful to see. So I'm going to use this piece of card just as a piece of scrap. It's just a card that went wrong clearly at some point, and it's a bit grubby, so I'm just going to use that as a guide. Let's do it like that. So this is going to be my template. I'll pop that through the Big Shot. We can keep that for another card. So you want to use the, I don't know what this stamp's called, this one here that sits inside this frame, and just pop it on your Stamper Artist. Try not to get inky fingers because this is dirty. Hang on. Use my chamois. That's better. Right, so this can go anywhere on your Stamper Artist. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ink it. And I've got one of our grid paper sheets here. And now I'm just going to stamp onto my grid paper. So now I can use my template. I'm not going to move the stamp. I'm going to use my template and get that in position so I know when I stamp back down again, it's going to sit inside my template. So let's take one of the magnets, just one. We don't need any more than one. And keep this in place. Then you bring back your die cut. Slip your die cut back inside the template. Ink up your stamp. Now this is Memento. I'm using Memento because we're going to be colouring with the blends. I have a feeling this isn't going to work, but I don't know what. This doesn't look like it's going to work. Hang on. It must work. No pressure. There we go. It was fine. Something about doing it live on the Facebook Live. It's almost like a magic trick that's about to go wrong. I'll do the same again. So I'm inking up my stamp and I've swapped my template over. So what you can do is if you've got lots of these, if you're doing say wedding cards or a big batch of cards, die cut loads of these and then you can spend your time quickly stamping. This makes it so easy. So I'm going to do 3 of these while I've got this in place. Just for my other card. And there we go. Love it. So here we are, they're all done. So I'm going to do some colouring now and using our amazing blends. And the colours I've got are Cherry Cobbler, Old Olive and Granny Apple Green in the lights and the dark. Just zoom in so you can see. Now these are all going to be coloured in the same way. I'm going to start off with the Old Olive Dark. And you can take a little bit more time doing this, so if I go over the lines, I hope you'll forgive me. We're starting off with the dark one, and then I'll go back in with the light, using the bullet tip. Like that. And then I could, if I wanted to do some more colouring, I could go back in with my pens and do some more, but I'm going to use the Cherry Cobbler just to literally dot a little bit of red in these little buds. Same again. So I thought this frame was really pretty. Hi everyone, I don't know what happened to the connection, but it seemed to have dropped out. So I'm back. I don't know if it did drop. I think it did. It did this last week. I don't know why it lost connection last week. So I'm carrying on. I'm doing the... I'll just wait for you actually, just to see if you come back in. Okay, I'm here. Can somebody tell me that they're here? It just seemed to lose the connection suddenly. Hi. I don't know what happened. Sorry, everyone. So I was halfway through telling you how to colour these, and I said that I thought it was quite nice that this image can be coloured in this way, and that it just makes it look a little Christmassy. And also it's a good reminder that you don't have to just use your blends on white cardstock. We can use blends on our regular coloured cardstock as well. Hi, thank you. Silly thing, I don't know why I did that. Okay, so use the Cherry Cobbler again just to colour in the buds. Okay, now I am using this stamp set next, which is the Nothing Sweeter. And all I'm using is this lovely little greeting, Christmas Greetings, and I love this because of the fonts. I like a blocked font and then a curly font together. I'm going to stamp it with the Memento. I thought this was a good greeting, and it fits like it was made for these frames. Love it. So I'm going to do some die cutting again now, and we're going to take the leaves from this die set. Now the great thing about this one is that you have two of the same die, so it means half the work. Just going to pop this out there, and this one. I think these are really lovely, great leaves. So the cards colours I've got are Pear Pizzazz and then Old Olive. I always just tear a bit of cardstock off. It's just a scrap bit of card. So we'll have 2 of those. Oh no, that was the dark one. So again, they can go straight onto my magnetic platform. If you don't have one of these, you need one. That's a simple thing for you there. If you don't have one, you need one. This is the Take Your Pick tool. Incredible. I don't know where it's been all of my Stampin' Up life. Can't live without this. There we go. Yep. Okay, so remember, oh no, look what I did. Oh, look what I did. I got it dirty. Oh no. Oh well, right, we won't use this one. So remember I had these. This is the stage where we can glue it down onto our card. So take the Tombow. Isn't it fabulous, Marion? Yes. Best thing ever. Okay, so this will just go straight onto there, like that. Now with our dimensionals, I'm just going to pop a couple here, 1 and 2. And I'm going to add a bit of glue here and a bit of glue there, so I can place my leaves under the topper. Good. These are beautiful. Look how nice that is. Another one there. Do that because I find it easier to do to position them and then put the topper on top, and then I've still got a little bit of wiggle time for the leaves if they're in the wrong place. There we go. So you can see you can wiggle them a little bit. Then to finish, we just take the pearls. And I keep my pearls in a stamp case with the insert. You can download those inserts off my website. And that's what I've got left. We take the Cherry Cobbler blend. I tend to go for the dark one. I tend to go for the dark pen with the brush tip. And just add some colour to the pearls. Do a few more. We have red rhinestones in the catalogue, but I wanted something that was Cherry Cobbler rather than red, and I like that the pearl has this sort of not so sparkly, I guess what I'm trying to say. Oops, oh no. Quick. Ah! Okay, I think I rescued that. So I would wait until these are dry before you manoeuvre. I'm using the tool because they're damp, but I would use this patty end to pick them up. So just putting a couple of these pearls on the buds. And there we go. So there's the card, and then this is what the other one would turn out to be like. So you can see where I've just pinched the die cut out of here, and we've just swapped them over. I think they're lovely. I know I'm very biased, but I love that I've taken a everyday stamp set, you know, for everyday occasions, and made it into something Christmassy. So I hope you like those. Those are the first two. The next one, doing another one. So, as I said, we're going to be using all of the dies in the die set, die framelets. So next we're going to take this great big one. I'm die cutting that in Old Olive. And if you want to get really fancy with this die, this is extra special because it's got some spaces here. What you do is if you run it through the Big Shot and cut it out and then run it back through with the embossing mat, these pieces really pop out, they really stand out. So they're like forced through the gaps and give you a really pretty look. You can see ever so slightly it has started to do it there, but when you take it back through with the embossing mat, all of them just pop out. I wonder if I could do that. It depends if I've got my instructions. Let's see. So this is the embossing mat, and to follow the diagram. Emboss. 7. What's number 7? Big Shot platform. So we have the Big Shot platform. Hi Helen! Oh my goodness! You're in New York even. How amazing! Standard cutting. Well, I knew you were in New York, but how amazing that you are spending your holiday watching me. Die cut up. Okay, like that. And we'll pop this back in there. And then number 5 is the cardstock, and then number 10 is the embossing mat. No pressure. Oh no, I need the blue one. Here we go. This is where I cut through my mat and then it's a disaster. Use the mat. Number 8 is the impressions pad, which is this one. Okay, let's see if this works. Fingers crossed. I hope you're crossing your fingers. It doesn't feel like it's done very much. Let's have a peek. Ooh. I don't know, did it do it? Oh, it did, look. It did, but I feel like it needs to be more. I think that will do, you know. Okay, so you can see it did bring these through a bit more, but I wonder whether my Big Shot is just a little bit looser. That went like that, didn't it? That went like that. That went like that. And then if I just get a bit of card. I just see how this goes. If I just place that in there, might make it die cut and emboss a bit harder. Did it made it a bit harder. There you go, look at that. How clever is that die? So my big shot is, wow, I've had it since I joined Stampin' Up, so it's 10 years old now, so I feel sometimes that it just might need a little tightening. So by putting those extra sheets in, it really made those leaves pop out, didn't it? That's really fun. So what were we doing? We were making this next card. So I'm going to bring back in the stamp, Christmas Greetings, and add some colour back onto here. You're just heading for breakfast. Oh, pancakes, that's amazing. Have a lovely, lovely day. I guess this must be your first day, Helen, where you're kind of awake, recovering from the flight. You make sure you have some syrup on your pancakes. They're amazing. I'm so jealous. Like that, a little bit more colour. Okay. So we've got this piece which we've die cut and embossed in the Big Shot. We've got this layer. Now I want to bring in the circle punch, and I can't remember which one it was, so we'll start with a 2-inch. I don't think this one was the 2-inch. Let's see, it might be. That sits in the circle, but I wanted it a little bit wider, so I've gone for the 2 1/4. Could obviously use framelits as well. So that's going to get stuck down on here. Oh, hang on. I bought that a minute. Use your use your pen. Dark green. Let's pop this back into the die cut. Okay, so I'm going to add some dark colours. So I thought these leaves just needed a little bit of bring them to life a little bit. So these ones, without the embossing, I'm just colouring in with a dark old olive, and hopefully I've not gone through to my desk. Okay, let's see. There we go. It just lifts it a little bit. Let's put some more glue on there because it's drying. Then the circle will sit there. Like that. Now this card base is Whisper White. Again, the thick Whisper White. Hi Leah. Good afternoon. Let's do that way. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and then this, I thought is starting to look a little bit like a wreath. So if we pop it about there, I'm going to glue that directly down. onto the card. No stamping on the white, literally just using it as a base. It can go there. And then this Christmas greeting will go on a couple of foam pads. And it will sit across here like that. Now again, we'll find the pearls, which I've put somewhere. Here they are. So by now those ones that we coloured in earlier will have dried. And if you use the putty end of this tool, you can pick them straight up. And I'm just going to place them in exactly the same place as before. Not on a flat surface. There we go, one there. One there. Now to finish, we're just going to put a little blob of glue. And I have already cut some lengths of linen thread. They're about 8 inches. I've put 2 together and I'm just going to tie a bow. I love the linen thread, but I've wanted it to be a little bit more sort of bulky, not so thin, so I thought let's double up. Just tie 2 lengths together and then just hold the knot and then pull the tails of the bow down, and that means wherever you cut them they're all going to be the same length. And now this bow will sit in the middle there. Hold it for a second. There we go. I hope you like it. I really like it. It's really, I'm so thrilled with it. I love it. And then, as if that's not enough, it just needs a little something else. So I'm bringing in the envelope punch board, and when you turn it around, you've got this bit here, and it is designed to cut the corners basically of your envelopes when you make them, but it does the job as a corner rounder for your cards as well. So I'm just rounding those 2. You could do all 4 if you wanted. So there you go, that's card number 3. Second design, card 3. And I'll bring these ones back in. These are the ones we did in the beginning. So you can see they're the same obviously, but different, slightly another step on with this embossing technique. You can also emboss these leaves. You see these lines in here, these really pop out as well, just like this did. These really make the leaf come to life. So the final card is yet another step on from this this design, and I mentioned that we are using all of the dies, and I'm just trying to find them. Are we doing dies? What are we doing? I can't remember. No, we're doing the big stamp. Okay, so we've got the big amazing stamp from this Floral Frames stamp set, which is this one. And this is, I mentioned it doesn't have any dies with it to cut the whole thing out, but we do have dies to cut this flower and this flower. And if you notice, these are the same as these, and these 3 are the same as these 3. I think this image is so beautiful. I'm so happy that I've got this stamp set. I think it's amazing. So again, the base card is going to be white, that thick whisper white. And we want to ink in the memento. Nice and wet. And then we've got, I think really it's on here, you can put it anywhere, you can have it any road, have this at the top, at the bottom, at the sides. It works whichever way around you put it, but I'm putting the 3 at the top and the 2 leaves at the bottom. Just gonna see, try and get this in the middle. Oh no, hang on, I'm doing it wrong. Wait. I'm doing it on a piece of white, sorry. I'm getting confused. Here, this is better. Okay, let's add some more ink. There, that's better. So we're doing it on a layer, and there's 2 layers to this card. Ta-da! The other layer is going to be the crumb cake, very much like what we've done on the other cards, like that and then like that. But to make this a little bit different, I'm bringing in the embossing envelope punch board again. So I'm just going to do the top left corner, the bottom right corner, and then repeat that. So the top left and the bottom right. Just gives it a little something rather than just having flat edges on your card. So we can glue those down. One goes there. So this is 10.5 by 14.8, and then it's 14.3 by 10, and this one is 13.8 by 9.5. Just making it slightly smaller. There you go. That's that. Again, I mean, you can change the greetings, but I just like this Christmas greetings. Can fit quite a number of different greetings in this frame. Now, while I've got the ink, I'm going to use this bit of scrap here and use the stamps, which are the flowers. So this is the group of 3 and this is the group of 2. Just going to stamp them once each. Before I die cut them, I'm actually going to colour them. With my cherry cobbler. So this is how you would do it. Just run like this. Try not to go up the lines. If you went over the lines, it would be okay on this card. So the reason for the red is I'm making them into the poinsettia flower. Change that tip. So I'm using the light, and then I will just go back in with the dark red. So where are my dies? Can anybody see them? Here they are. Although they're not in there. Hello. Here they are. Okay, so this is the 3 and then this is the 2. We haven't used these yet, have we? Magnetic platform. There and there. Where's my other plate? If you could see this desk. Okay, so when you've put them on, oh, I've moved it. When you've put them on, hold the layers tight. Because they like to move a little bit. Okay, so there's our flowers for our card. So we're going to add some colour to this. This time I'm using the Granny Apple Green. I'll start by doing these flowers. Now we don't have to do all of these flowers, just go round the outside and you'll see why in a minute. On there, and then the next one. Like that. Okay, so leave that like that. I know it doesn't look finished. These are really pretty, these leaves here. I thought these would be good in the Granny Apple Green light pen. I'm not going to do any shading, I'm just going to keep it one colour. Down here as well. Also, just add a little bit of colour to these buds. I'm not too bothered that I'm coming out of the lines on this. I quite like it. There we go, and then we'll do the old olive on these leaves like on the previous card. So a bit of dark at the base. You have to work quickly because the alcohol will dry. If you wanted to add some more die cuts to this, then there's no reason why we can't do that. What colour is that? Granny Apple. There we go. And then quickly go back in and get those to blend. Hi Linda, how are you? Are you well? There we go. And I will just go back in with my old olive and just follow the middle line of that leaf. That's that line there, the vein. You could colour and colour and colour and colour and still not be finished and still not be happy with it, but that'll do. I colour all day long. I'm really impressed with these blends, you know, and I'm not just saying that because I just really am impressed with them. They're fantastic, and I use them so often. I've used them at class as well. And these are my original pens. I've not had to replace them yet. So it shows you that there's a lot of life in these pens. Okay, so that's the colouring, and we'll take the mini foam pads and just pop one on the centre of each of these flowers. Oh, is it late? Well, thank you for watching. I'm nearly done, really. I've made 4 cards, or 3 designs. Okay, and then this is where we put the die cuts on top. So now you'll see why I said to only colour the edges and not the middle, because you know you're not going to see it. So taking those off, and like that. Now it just needs a little something else. Like with the last card, I've taken 2 lengths of linen thread. Just run my nail down the linen thread just to remove any of the kinks. It's about 8 inches for a bow. Just gives you enough length to play with, and then you can have a nice long bow tails, or you know, you can really tweak it. Oh, good night, thank you. Add a little bit of glue there. I'll just see how long do I want these. So about there. Bit long. Hold it for a second. Okay, and then finally I have some of these. Oh, I haven't got many left, look at that. I've got the Share What You Love Artisan Pearls, which have got a nice peach, pink, another pink, green and a yellow, and I thought it would be really nice to add a little touch of yellow in these. Let's just get some more of this. So you can see that you can, by just changing the colour of the flowers and then the greeting, we can make this into a birthday card. So we could put, we have pink or purple flowers and happy birthday. Maybe change the base colour of card to a purple or a pink. And you can see that this stamp set is really good for all year round. So I'm really chuffed, really chuffed with it. So that's it, that's my cards. I'll just bring them back in. This was my original, to show you that I've made it before. I didn't do too badly. So we also made this one today. Yeah, obviously it's in the annual catalogue, Chrissy, so it's the bundle in there is just really designed for everyday designs, birthdays, hellos, thank yous, that kind of thing. but just by changing up the colour of the flowers and the greeting and just making it a little bit more natural looking, a bit more wreathy. I think I've got away with it for Christmas. I'm really chuffed with it. I hope you like them too, so please let me know if you do like them. That's that one, isn't it? Yeah. So which is your favourite? They're all, as I said, the same but different and maybe stepped up a little bit. So I'd be interested to hear which you like and what your thoughts are. So I'm just going to come back. Hello. So I'm still a little bit pink. It's 2:10, so I've had an hour with you and I've loved it. Thank you so much for watching. Just very briefly again, this was the prize from last week, Alison Monk. Please claim your prize, you have 1 week. The draw for sharing last week's video, the winner was Shona Thompson. She gets the doilies, the dimensionals and the ribbon. And the prize for sharing this week's video is the Daffodil Delight Blends pens in the light and the dark. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm always here to send me a message on Facebook. If you are interested in any of the products, if you don't know what Stampin' Up is, shock. I will tell you all about it. If you'd like a catalogue, I can send them for free to you within the UK. So thank you. Thanks for watching. I'll be here again next week at 1 o'clock GMT. But yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for spending your time with me. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you next week. Bye everyone.